Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to add a form widget to your website. So once you're in the website admin, you want to click on Pages, and then you'll want to click on the page that you want to add the form to. You can click in the column you want to add to, you click on the Add Widget button, and you can choose Form. Now by default the title of the form is Form, so you can just change that to whatever you want. So we'll just change it to Register. Now we'll want to add the form fields. So let's put in a name. So there's a few different, we'll just run through them all here. So there's a single line text. This is just a text field. And then there's a paragraph. So this is kind of like a lot of text. And then there is a checkbox. So let's just put in option 1 and then option 2. And then there's a drop down similar to checkbox. But you can only choose one option as opposed to multiple options. Same kind of idea as if you wanted to do radio buttons. Then we did name, so let's put an email address in, a phone, a house address. Section breaks are just kind of like a title, so you could just say something like if you had player info and then like parent guardian info, that kind of thing. So section break in. Email subjects is if you want them to choose the subject when you get the email. So if you were doing like a contact form, you could say like inquiry reason or something, and they could fill that in. Multiple email routing is if you have multiple people that the form could go to and you want the person to pick. So like general inquiry goes to this person, or recruiting this person, or sponsorship this person, that kind of thing. Content block is just a editor block. So maybe if it's you create a registration form and you want to put your waiver directly in here and you want to put some text or information or an image or something, then you can put your own content, whatever you like. So we'll put one of those in. A signature field, if you're doing registration, you want them to put their signature in, and in the email to you it'll attach a signature image of their signature. You can do a file attachment, so where they can upload like a roster file or something like that, or a signed file, anything like that. And then there's a product field, which I'll handle in a separate video. So that's all the forms there. And then if you want to make the form required and force them to fill it out, then you can just check off the required box here. And you can reorder the form fields too by using these 6 gray drag dots, and you can move it up. So let's just say if we want to move this section break up right here below name, we can just drag it up like that. And if you fill out a field like a drop-down field and you put a lot of values in it or something and you want to copy that field, maybe you have shirt size and now you want to make pant size and you don't want to retype small, medium, large, extra large, you can just click copy, it'll create a copy, and then it'll have all of the same options that you had in the previous one. So that's what copy is. And then you can also delete a field if you don't want a field by clicking delete. So we'll go ahead and save the form. And let's look at the extra tabs here now. So we have a settings tab. This is just a description of the form. It puts a little bit of information at the top of the form, so you could put some information for the user before they fill it out. Admin email is when someone submits this form, the admin email that it goes to. And if you want to put a comma, you can have it go to multiple email addresses. And this is in the subject. If, say, it's a registration, maybe you want to put the team captain's name or the person, the team name that it's being registered. The reCAPTCHA is if you want to try and prevent kind of spam from bots from filling out your form, then you can enable a reCAPTCHA. And then the submit message, this is the button at the very bottom of the form when they submit it. So you could just change this to whatever you like if you want to. So we'll just change it to register. So go ahead and save that. The PayPal is if you're going to collect money with products on the form, and like I said, I'll do that in a separate video. Submit message is this is what they get, a message they get when they've submitted the form. So you can put whatever you like here. So you could say thanks for registering, and you can format it and align it however you like. Confirmation email. If you have an email form, an email field on the form, then what you can say is you can say email the confirmation of the registration or the submission of the form to the email field. You can pick which email field and it will send them an email. So you could say something like, thanks for registering and bring this info, or about the tournament or whatever, that kind of thing. And then you could say to also include a copy of all of the fields so they can see what they filled out in their registration. And then lastly, here we have entries. So whenever someone submits the form, it'll create an entry row for that form submission. And then you can go back and look at it. So if you think maybe you missed an email or something, and you can always resend those to yourself or the user again, you can resend the entries. And you can also download the entries too. So if you wanted to download all of the form submissions in Excel sheet, then you can just say you're from and to time, or leave it blank, and it'll download all of the entries into a CSV file, comma separated values file, which you can open in Excel and look at all the form entries that way. So we'll just save the form, and let's go ahead and look at the form on the website and see what it looks like. So here we go. Here's a name field. This is a section break, kind of like a title field. This is a paragraph text field where you can put a lot of text. Here's just a regular text field. Here's your checkboxes, a drop down, an email field, a phone number field, an address field. This is a signature field where they can sign it, and there is a upload file field as well. And then our custom button text in the button that they can submit it. So that's it. That's how you create a form. Thanks for watching.